Good morning, my dearest. Before going to the topic, now we shall have a look on a small sentence. This is because from small beginnings come great things. Okay, you observe a sentence. Look at the sentence. The dog makes the cat, within bracket, climb the tree quickly. The dog makes the cat climb the tree quickly. So you have to choose the right form of climb. Now, you may think that it might be climbs or is climbing or has climbed. So there are many options. Now it is your choice. But most of the students make mistakes while choosing this right form of verb, as the sentence appears as present form, present tense. After the dog, there is a verb including s, makes. So if you follow the same rules for the second section, the cat climbed, if you write the cat climbs, it will be wrong answer. Why? To know that, go to the lesson. Today, our topic is causative verbs. Okay, yes, there are another sentences. Two sentences are here. I had the mechanic check my car. I had the mechanic check my car. I had the mechanic check my car. So you have to say what will be the correct form. Do you favor adding s or yes after check or the base form of check? It is your choice. And the second sentence, I had my car check. So almost the same sentence but something different. I had my car check. So what will you write? Will you write I had my car checks, or I had my car checked, or I had my car is being checked? So before going to the main discussion, you may assume what might be the answers. So yes, to know the correct answers, we have to be acquainted with causative verbs. Therefore, our topic for this class is causative verbs. Causative verbs. Causative verbs are the verbs which indicate that one person is asking another person to do something for him, or one person is requesting another person to do something, or one person is paying another person to do something, or one person is forcing another person to do something. So to represent, to give that type of idea, we have to use causative verbs. Okay, my dear students, look at this sentence again. The dog makes the cat climb the tree quickly. So here The cat climbs the tree quickly. But do you think the cat willingly does that? No. Here, the dog forces the cat to climb the tree quickly. Here, the dog is forcing. So in that sense, the word make, this verb, this is also a causative verb. This verb is used when the first person is forcing the second person to do something. But interestingly, here if word make is used as a causative verb, then the second verb will be or should be written in a base form. So the correct answer will be the dog makes the cat climb the tree quickly. So the climb will remain as it is. Therefore, it means the dog forces the cat. Yes, climb the tree quickly. We know that in English there are different types of verb. So what is the difference between the normal verb and causative verb? Usually, normal verb, when the subject himself or herself or itself is directly involved in action, we use normal verb. For example, here the word I see, you mean the person is I, and I am watching something. So I see, the action is being done by me, and I am also experiencing something after watching something. That is why I see. But if I help someone to see, for example, I'm helping you to see the moon. I am helping you to see the moon. Here, to see the moon, you will see. So in that situation, in short sentence, we can use causative verbs. So in that sense, the causative form of verb see is show, S-H-O-W. In that sense, we can say very easily that I show you something. It might be the mother is showing the baby a moon or the moon. So in that sense, we use causative verb show. On the other hand, I know, it means I as a person, as a subject, I know the action is being done by me. Where I know means if I help you to know something, then I can use causative form of know, inform. In that sense, the sentence will be I inform you about something. I inform you about something. But most interestingly, in English language, all verbs doesn't have the causative form. Sorry, all verbs don't have the causative forms. So if all verbs don't have the causative forms, then what will be the solution? The solution is that in English there are five causative verbs which are used to give the causative meaning of any kind of sentence. There are usually generally 5 English words, English verbs that are used as the causative forms that helps the learners, that helps the first person to express the causative meaning. For example, if we go to the next slide, we will see those verbs. In this slide, we see that there are 5. Here it is written in Bengali that the verbs which does not have causative form. In that sense, we use 5 verbs, and by helping those 5 verbs, we can give the causative form of those sentences. And the 5 helping causative verbs are Number 1 is get, number 2 is make, number 3 is have, number 4 is help, and number 5 or 5th is let. Get, make, have, help, let. These 5 verbs we can say generally these are the 5 causative verbs. Okay, we can memorize or remember those 5 words, 5 causative verbs in a rhyme scheme. I mean, using the Bengali words jol mohol. Here in this slide, we see there is a nice building within the water. So in Bengali, it can be said that this is a jol mohol. Jol. See, so jol. It might be used to memorize get. Then jol mo. It indicates the word make. Then jol mo ho indicates have. Another it might be used to notice to memorize help. And final word jol mo hol lo will help you to memorize the causative verb let. So jol mohol. So at the bottom of this slide there are 3 rules, but I will say that you should not memorize the rules before going or before exercising the examples. Anywhere, in any cases, your task is to read the sentences, to exercise the sentences. After then, you will follow the rules. Okay? But for your better understanding, you can, I can very briefly say that after there are 5 causative verbs: get, make, have, help, and let. But after get you have to use infinitive to. You have to use infinitive to. But in other cases, make, have, help, let, after those causative verbs, you will use base form. Just memorize it or just remember it, this theory. Okay, now go to the next slide. Okay, now look at this slide. The first form jol. Jol means get. Get is the first causative form of the verb. Now why will we use get? Again, I am actually reminding you that the causative forms are used to indicate that the first person is forcing or asking or requesting someone, second person, to do something for. For example, here the students got the teachers to dismiss the class. For your kind information, it is the correct answer, but in your exam there will not you will not get to. The dismiss will be in the bracket. So you have to write the correct form of the dismiss. So the students got the teacher dismiss the class early. So it is not the duty of the students to dismiss the class early, right? Who will dismiss the class? Of course, teachers. Of course, the teacher will dismiss the class. So what is the duty of the students? What will students do? If you say that, sir, students will force the teacher, who do you think that students have the capability, or students have the it is a right idea for the students to force the teacher to dismiss the class early? Of course not. It is the duty of the students that to convince the teacher. They can convince, they can encourage, okay, they can request the teacher, sir, please dismiss the class early. So in that situation, if the situation is used, or if the situation is created that you need to convince, you need to encourage, in that situation you may use get or got according to the tense. So in that situation, the students got the teacher, then within the bracket dismiss. As I have already said that if got or get is used as a causative form, you have to use the infinitive to in the second verb. So therefore you have to use to. Yes, to. The students got the teachers to dismiss the class early. It means the students inconvenienced, the students encouraged the teachers to dismiss the class early. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have understood my point. Okay, now I have already given you some examples at the beginning of the classes. The cat. Here you see that the cat is climbing the tree. So what might be the reason that works behind his or it's climbing the tree? So the cat climbs the tree not willingly. The cat climbs the tree not for his own interest. It means someone or something forces it to climb the tree. We know that the cat are always afraid of dog. So maybe here look at the sentences and the second sentence. The dog made the cat climb the tree. So again I am saying you that this is the correct form, the climb the tree. So in your exam you may face the sentence that the climb will be written within bracket. Okay, so the dog made the cat climb the tree quickly. The dog made the cat climb the tree quickly. So here look at you have to look that this is the first verb, this is the second verb, and you will see that this is the first subject and this is the second subject. So now I am asking you who will climb the tree? Then you may give me answer that the cat will climb the tree. Then I will again ask you what is the function of the dog? Yes, here the dog's function is that the dog is forcing the cat. Maybe the dog is forcing the cat, and that is why the cat is very much afraid of the dog, and the cat after that climbs the tree. So when the situation will tell you that this is a forcing situation, in that situation, or someone is forcing, something is forcing, in that situation you have to use the causative form or causative verb make. Yes, here the dog made the cat, it means the dog forced the cat, then climb the tree quickly. I have already said except get, the other forms of the verbs, I mean make, help, have or let, after those verbs you have to write the base form of the second verb. I mean we have to write the climb. The base form of the climb is also climb, only climb. If you add as or yes, you are watching that the cat is the third person singular number. So if you think that as it is the third person singular number, I have to use as, then if you use as, it will be wrong answer. You have to put it in base form. I mean the answer will be only climb. So the dog made the cat climb the tree quickly. So in this picture you are experiencing, or you see that someone there is a mechanic, he is checking the car. Okay, the sentence I had the mechanic check my car. I had the mechanic check my car. Look at this sentence. The mechanic is third person singular, and had is the causative verb, and the second verb is check. Now I may ask you what form of the check will be written here. So here I had the mechanic checks. If you use as or yes, it will be the wrong answer. Okay, let me discuss or give me the chance to say you the reasons. First of all, why will I use have or has or had? If the first person gives the second person something, I mean money or any other donation or any other things to do a work, to do something for him, then we will use has, have or had. Or more briefly, for you better understanding, I can say that if it is the duty of the someone, I mean, the duty if I pay a mechanic, if I pay mechanic to do something, then it is the duty of the mechanic to check something, to check my car. As I have given him money, so in that situation we will use have, has or had. So I had the mechanic check my car. So the second answer will be the check. What form of the check will be here? As I have already said, after make, help, have or let, we will use the base form of the second verb. So the base form of check is check. So the right answer will also be I hate the mechanic, check my car. Now look at the second sentence at the very bottom of the slide. I had my car checked. Here the answer is checked. Now you may ask me, sir, here had is also the causative verb. You said that after has, have, had, we have to use the base form of the second verb. So here the second verb is checked. So why ed? I mean why the first participle form is used? Yes, sir. Before that, we have to be familiar with two words. One is doer, another is receiver. We have to know what is doer. We have to know what is receiver. Okay, again, what is doer and what is receiver? Okay, look at the first sentence. This sentence. Look at the first sentence. I had the mechanic check my car. Look at the second verb check and second subject mechanic. Okay, gaze at these words. Mechanic check. Who will check? Yes, my dear students, I am asking you, who will check? I or mechanic? Of course, mechanic. So here the verb is being done by mechanic. So here the check is verb and doer. Doer means the person who is doing this activity. So the mechanic is doer. So if after make, help, have, led you find doer, then you will use the base form of the verb. Okay, now look at the second sentence. I had my car checked. Okay, in second sentence the checked is the verb and subject is my car. Look at this word very clearly. Checked and car. Who do you think the car is checking itself? Is the car who is checking itself? No, the car is object. The car is not the doer. The doer is mechanic, but here the mechanic is not listed here. So as the second verb, I mean the action verb, it is not being done by the subject, this subject, then we can say we can identify this car not as a doer, it is a receiver. So there is a theory that if you get the receiver, I mean after causative verbs, I mean get, have, help, make, let, okay, if you find the causative, receiver means car, it is not the doer. Then after receiver, if second verb is come, then you have to change the second verb into first participle form. So there is check. The first participle form of check is checked. So I had my car checked. Okay, we'll go to the next slide and also we'll get more examples. Okay, here we find help. He helped me carry the boxes. Here, he helped me. The carry, who has carried the boxes? Me, I have carried the boxes. What does he do? He helped me, or he helped me. So he helped me carry the boxes. Here the right answer is carry, or you can use also to. You may raise a question that you have, sir, you have said that after make, help, have, and let, we should use base form. So why there is the to? My dear students, it is for your flexibility. Only for help you can use both form, the base form, also infinitive form. You have that much, you have been given that freedom. Okay. Then help is used when when the first person is helping second person to do something. We use causative verb help. Okay, fine. Finally, this is the come let. When we will use let? When we will use let. When someone is allowing me to do something. For example, I never let my sisters watch violent movies. I never allow my sisters to watch violent movies. If I don't use allow, if I use let, when? Because if I use let in that situation, I will use only was, not infinitive was. To was, only was. If I use allow, then I will use to. For example, the first sentence I can write in another way. I don't allow my sisters to watch violent movies. But if I use causative verb let, then I have no freedom to use to. I have to use only base form, watch. Okay, now you may ask me, why will I use let? We may use have, we may use make, we may use have. My dear students, I don't let my sisters. If the question of permission, if the question of permission is come, then you have to use the word let. If it is forcing, I force my sisters not to watch movies, then I will use I don't make my sisters. Okay, so but here it is a matter of permission, so that is why you have to use the causative verb let. I don't let my sisters watch violent movies. Okay, again, see, if I ask you, my dear students, what will be the form of my sisters? Is it doer or is it receiver? It is doer, because who are watching violent movies, or who will watch the violent movies, or who will not watch the violent movies? Sisters. So the verb is being done or are not being done by the sisters. So that is why my sisters, they will do the action. So that it is doer, and after doer we have to use the base form, especially in case of make, help, have, and let, not get. Okay, but if you get the, for example, if I say I don't let, as we have already discussed, that if we get the receiver form, after receiver we should use the verb, we should use the past participle form of the verb. Okay, again for your better understanding, we know that Jol Mahal, after Mahal, after Jol, after get, if we get the doer, we will use infinitive to. Then after Mahal, make, have, help, let. If we get doer, then we will use the base form after doer. But if we get receiver, especially in case of Mahal, make, have, help, let, also including get, Jol Mahal, or everything. If we get receiver, then of course we have to use the third form of the verb. So my dear students, these are all about the causative forms, causative verbs. You know that in your admission test, whether it is in medical college or in any university or even in BCS, Bangladesh Civil Service, different types of competitive exams, it is very common. You have to face these types of questions, causative verbs. So I hope that you will read the books, and you may surf in the internet, and of course you will exercise more for better understanding. And these are all about causative forms and causative verbs. And in our next class we will discuss about subjunctive mood, or I mean it is our third class, and our fourth class will be about subjunctive mood. So till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much.